What's up, Fit Me fam? Coffee talk today is the afternoon coffee talk. I wanted to say good morning or happy Friday, which is what I normally say. Coffee talk today is in the afternoon. It's like 2:40 in the afternoon. I'm not gonna lie, I am drinking a small cup of cold brew. I like an afternoon coffee, and today I got to go to lunch with a friend, actually one of our Fit Me clients, and I enjoy her so much, and we went to lunch. But now that I'm back to my computer, I've got stuff I want to do. So I'm drinking more coffee. So it's a perfect time for coffee talk. P.S. If you're watching this on the video version, so in the Facebook group or on the YouTube channel, I got a new camera and it's like 4K. And 4K is more than I would ever want to know about the details of my face. It shows everything, every freckle, every hair, every inch of your face is visible with this 4K camera. It's really actually pretty cool, but on the other hand, it's a little terrifying. So anyways, I wanted to share this kind of moment that I had yesterday as I was leaving my house. So I had to run to take my son to horses in the evening. He does horse lessons. And my daughter, who's 2.5, she'll be actually 3 in June. We were on our way out the door and she saw that I was leaving. She was staying here with her Nana. And I saw that she saw me and I told her bye real quick. But then I knew I was going to make my way to the door. And she would be sad, which she was. So she starts to get sad. I hear her. It's like every mom's least favorite thing, is when the littles cry when you get ready to leave. So I go out the door and I shut the door, right? Because that's what you have to do. And I opened the fridge, which is in our garage, to get out a LaCroix because I always like to take a roadie LaCroix with me on my kid errands and stuff. So I get the LaCroix, I get the LaCroix out of the fridge, and then I look in the fridge and I see Jell-O in there because we had gotten some Jell-O, over the past week or two, just as like a fun little thing. We don't really do a lot of Jell-O. So Georgia was fascinated and loves Jell-O. And I hear her crying inside. And my initial instinct was, go take her a Jell-O. It literally popped immediately in my head. I know how I can fix her tears. Jell-O. And then I stopped myself and I'm like, wait a minute. You would be teaching her the thing, which is that when you're sad, don't feel sad. Just fix it with Jell-O or insert, food. And so I didn't give it to her. And instead, I just kind of pondered on that. It's not, first off, if you give your kids food because they're sad, please don't judge yourself. This is something we have learned to do since we were little ones ourselves. So there's no judgment here. I just wanted to share this aha moment with you. Because we get to adulthood and then that becomes an issue. We are stressed from work. We're stressed from our day. We are sad. We are whatever. And then we go to, quote, food labeled with a word, comfort, because it's going to make us feel better. The definition of comfort. I don't even know exactly what the definition of comfort is, but it's definitely in that category. It's definitely in the make you feel better category, ease pain, provide relief, right? That's what comfort is. And so we have comfort foods, and we also have foods that we stress eat, and we have foods that we go to when we're feeling the feels. And as an adult, again, if we're struggling with taking good care of ourselves and eating quality food, and then we create habits around stress eating and around emotional eating, then we have to break those habits. Those are old habits. So it was funny because sharing this moment where I was like, my gut instinct was to give my daughter Jell-O to make her feel happy. And then I chose not to do it. I don't know. Is that setting her up for being a grown-up that doesn't have to deal with that as much? I don't know. I think about that kind of stuff a lot. I get on the scale sometimes, once in a while. I don't really worry about the scale too much, to be honest. But I get on it once in a while. And I think about my weight, and I think about, I mean, it's not something I obsess over at this stage. I feel like I've done that work, and that's why I get to help other people kind of escape that. But I'll get on it. And then I think about, what would I want her to think when she gets on the scale? And sometimes we actually get out the scale and all my kids get on it, separate, and we even weigh the dogs, and it's like this thing. And I joke because she'll get on it and then it's like we have to make a comment, right? You're a big girl, you're a little girl, you're light, you're heavy, you're something. I don't know what, we all have to think about, and it just comes out of our mouth. We don't even think about it. But I think to myself, what do I want her to think about when it comes to the scale when she's 10, 15, 20, 25, 45? How much power do I want the scale to have over her? Not a lot. I actually would prefer if she never had to deal with it, to be honest. If that could be a cool gift, I could just be like, poof, gone, scales, bye-bye. Nobody knows or cares how much you weigh. Irrelevant. That would be cool. But I just think about it because, again, I hear this a lot from people who come to Fit Me, who are part of our community, who are part of people who we coach. It's like, well, I want to make a positive impact on my kids or on the people in my life. And I want them to see me doing healthy habits. Because we recognize that the people around us are actually impacted by what we do. And I think that's where that recognition comes from. It's like we are cognizant of the fact that the kids are watching. And earlier this week, I talked about tools. I talked about like weighing and measuring food. And if you're hiding it from your kids or your family, it's not working. And that's kind of what I mean. Is like if your gut is telling you that you're not modeling the things you want to be modeling for your kids, then just trust your gut. I'm not saying that that tool in itself is bad. I'm just saying you already know you don't want your kids to copy that, or your significant other or your friend or whoever. So today's coffee talk is more of a discussion, I guess. It's just something I was thinking about. And that's what I always promise you guys is I'll just share with you what's on my mind. And this particular piece is on my mind. Is it okay to use food for emotional needs? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a problem always. I think it's probably fine because food is a part of being human. So it's fun to share food with people that we want to share food with and celebrate occasions. Like, well, that doesn't seem wrong. And sometimes when we are sad, food feels like the right answer. For example, when somebody passes away, it's like, let me care for you with food. So I don't think it's all bad. I'm definitely not saying that. But I just wonder where we go from it being a part of our human experience, something that's a positive that adds to our life, to something that takes away, something that becomes a crutch, something that replaces addressing how we're actually feeling and instead replaces it with like, quote, comfort food. And where is that line? Maybe it's different for everybody. So my challenge to you, I guess, today and this weekend is to think about this. Are you doing things that your gut is telling you not working for you? Are you doing things that you feel like if people copied or saw, you wouldn't like that? It's not working for you then. What kind of things would you want to be doing where you would feel good about them copied? Can we start doing those? Can we pick 1 or 2 or 3 of those and start doing those things? Maybe just pick one. Maybe one that you're not doing right now. One thing that you were like, man, if I was doing this all the time and my people copied it, I would feel freaking great about that because I'd be making a positive influence on them because this is a positive thing for me. That's your homework. So thanks for chatting with me and doing this little discussion. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So message me. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, on Tuesday next week, I am doing a training. It's at 3:00 Tuesday, 3:00 Pacific time. I built this really cool 7-day like productivity planner for your fitness nutrition goals. So basically the idea is that if you do this planner, you're not going to self-sabotage anymore because you'll have done some of the steps that you need to not self-sabotage. You'll be able to follow through better. And instead of just giving you the PDF, which everybody under the sun has like a PDF you can download, I want to show you how to use it. So you got to come to the training on Tuesday at 3:00 so I can give you the thing and I will show you how to use it and then you can go do it. That's what the training's going to be. So I need you to register if you want to come, and you have to register if you want the replay. So register if you want the replay, register if you can come. Come live is better because then I can talk to you and I can get your feedback and questions live. If you can't make it live, register anyway. So I'm going to drop the link in the show notes, link in the comments. Sign up for the training so I can get you this cool guide that I made. I think you'll love it. And I want to show you how to use it because, again, I can just give it to you and I'll send your email, or you come to the training and I'll help you actually use it. So do that. And thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. I enjoy talking to you guys so much. It means so much to me that you listen, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Fit Me Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're listening on the podcast and are not a part of our Facebook group, come on over to the Fit Me Free Community Facebook group and check us out. This is a place that you can get started making some of these changes with other people who are doing it too, and we'll help you do it in there. So I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.